Hello everyone, welcome to part 2 of this replay between Zenith and Kyle, brought to you by www.lucomputers.com. Currently, Kyle's sitting with these Immortals and these Void Rays over here, really not doing any sort of push. Kyle does have a larger army, but does not want to try to press into a very fortified, very heavily defended Terran position. I do not see. We are getting the Behemoth reactor, so the Behemoth reactor means that we are going to be getting battle cruisers, but those Phoenixes quickly coming in and taking down that one Raven, and now going after those mules. So very nicely done by Kyle. Kyle really trying to nullify the fact that there are those mules, and now picking up siege tanks to boot and trying to take them down as well. Siege tank, however, have some armor, and the Phoenixes without that attack upgrade only deal 8 damage per attack towards that fortified. Anyways, Hellions now coming in. Hellions quickly one Hellion quickly getting picked up. Second Hellion may get picked up as well. So yeah, that Hellion harass not nearly working as well, but 2 Hellions coming in on this front door may be able to get in, and with that splash damage may be able to get in some kills as well. Is it going to work? 2 kills, and those force fields missing, and now those force fields now blocking his own units. Are they going to get any more kills off? Trying to take down some of those probes all getting lined up, and wow, only a handful of probes left over here. So I believe that was like about 7 to 12 probe kills. And now, sorry, probably closer to 6 probe kills. So now 41 Harvesters compared to 37. Kyle does have 2 Colossus over here at the front of his base, and still producing probably more Colossus at some point. No, yeah, producing another Colossus, and now getting his gold minerals over here. So a Hellion trying to do some quick scouting, no probes to kill, so that Hellion will just move back out. We are seeing battle cruisers being created though, so battle cruisers now being trained up. We do have the weapon refit. The Behemoth reactor has been researched, so those battle cruisers will start off with 25 additional energy, making the Yamato cannon much more viable. Siege tanks still in position. No weapons upgrade that I can see just quite yet. Just a weapon refit. And now, we may get another battle cruiser as well. Zenith currently a little bit more mineral tied up, as these Zealots. That one Zealot's going to be taken down and toasted so easily by those 2 Hellions. That Zealot does not have the speed or the leg upgrade, so without those leg upgrades, it's just going to get taken down so easily. We also have Phoenixes coming over, taking down another medevac, and the Phoenix, if it tries to just stay around over here and try to take down some of these SCVs, should be able to graviton beam and take them down. But no, gonna deny that, not gonna take down any of those SCVs. I'm surprised by that maneuver. No, once again, gonna decide to go back and no, patrolling. What is it doing? There he goes. Finally taking down some SCVs, but a missile turret, oh, at 1 hit point away from being completed. So Zenith lucking out here, and now but battle cruiser is going to go ahead and greet this whole entire Phoenix army, and that is going to be the end of those 2 Phoenixes. One Phoenix will be able to escape. No, runs head on into a missile turret, so that longboat missile taking down that one Phoenix. Kyle does have a fairly strong army. Those Void Rays are a better counter, or will be able to take down those battle cruisers fairly easily once those prismatic cores are completely charged. So it will be dealing a significant damage, but I do not see any air or any upgrades on the armor for the Void Rays or on the shields. The shields and the armors really make a difference against battle cruisers, because battle cruisers have a very, very fast rate of attack, but it does a low damage. So dealing 6 damage against air, 10 damage on ground, it is actually different. Even though the animation looks the same, it does more damage to ground units than to air units. Still producing more battle cruisers, it looks like. Yeah, still producing 1 additional battle cruiser. We have Kyle sitting on 142, currently supply locked, and now moving out, while Zenith is sitting at 129. So both players supply locked. Kyle sitting on the larger army, and no players having any upgrades. Hellions may be able to get in some more toasting over here, but no, photon cannons coming in. Will they complete in time? Does not look like it. Hellions going to go ahead and run on in, get in a couple probe kills. No, they're firing at the photon cannon instead. Over here, attacking over here, battle cruisers coming on in, and now Void Rays trying to push on in, but there was Void Rays pushing in, and now those battle cruisers may be able to get a couple shots off. It looks like the Yamato cannons were used, able to take down a lot of those units, and forcing Kyle to push back. Hellions now just sitting over here, continuing to toast more and more of these drones, or these probes, and all of these probes am completely taken down at this yellow mineral location. So gonna lose a couple of those Hellions, but really doing a great job hurting the economy. Kyle now sitting at, well, still sitting at 51 harvesters compared to 52. So even though Zenith did a great job trying to deplete these, the probes over here at this yellow mineral location, or the gold minerals, he is still in this game. Should probably start chrono boosting. There's probably plenty of energy, or there's still some energy on all these, and now we see a mothership being built over here at this nexus. So without any Ravens, those battlecruisers may have a very difficult time moving on in, and I believe that was a Zealot or some unit getting taken down. The Marauder able to take down that unit fairly easily. Marauder also, Marauders do not having any of those concussive shells. I wanted to make a quick apology. Before I said that concussive shells work on massive units, you can actually see right here that massive units are immune to the concussive shells, so Ultralists do not have to worry. Battlecruisers now moving out to take down these destructible rocks over here. SCV joining in on that fight as well, so SCV wants to get in on some of that action. Colossus should probably stand closer to that Zelnaga watchtower in order to gain additional sight. Back over here we have a sensor tower offering sight into the base, and we can also see some of the units, or sorry, some of those buildings as well. As now we have more void rays being built, or I guess they're being warped in. You can kind of see that little Stargate as that void ray is trying to come on through. So yes, they are being warped in, and now we're getting the Templar Archive, so Psionic Storm being researched as well. Psystorm will be able to deal more damage towards those infantry units, but it shouldn't be that effective towards those battlecruisers. Battlecruisers are relatively slow though, so I guess if you line up a lot of Psionic Storms, it may work, but Psionic Storm is not nearly as powerful as in the original StarCraft Brood War. Both players just trying to macro up, both players sitting on 60 harvesters, and both players just playing a nice Sim City game. Zenith really not saturating this mineral line over here. Should probably start calling down mules in this location if he doesn't want to worry about transferring SCVs. One of the benefits of mules is that once they die, and you can deploy them anywhere from any orbital command center. So you can really easily drop down, call down 4 or 5 mules, mine this location out really easily. A nice scanner sweep, catching Kyle in the middle of the field. A couple of mortals on the ground, and still no weapons upgrade that I can see. Oh, now coming in, Colossus Void Rays now moving in. Battlecruisers, feedback onto those battlecruisers. No, and only one Yamato cannon was able to go off, so very nicely done. And in comes Kyle with that mothership, but there is one missile turret. You should really just focus down that missile turret, and then those battlecruisers are going to be unable to see. There is a scanner sweep, however, so that battlecruiser may be forced to pull back out. But no, one Void Ray and battlecruiser, both sides taking heavy losses there. Nicely done, saving that energy. And now Zealots may try to come on, and Zealots do not have charge. Siege tanks are just going to blast them away and send them to the Protoss afterlife. Didn't even get to, come back and try to join into a Dragoon fight. Siege tanks coming back. SCVs now repairing all of these units here. So SCVs working overtime to try to get this army up and operational. Another scanner sweep trying to reveal if there's any additional units warping in over here. Army-wise, Kyle Prime sitting producing more Zealots. Currently gas lock, only having 50-60 gas. Really wants to get higher gas up in there, and now also getting the amulet upgrade. So those Templars will be able to warp in with enough energy to cast Psystorm. The probe gonna be trying to set down perhaps more pylons to deny any expansions over here. As long as Zenith is unable to get any additional expansions, Kyle knows that he will be able to win in the long game with these 2 additional expansions over here. Also a Void Raid and trying to take down some of those Hellions, and those Hellions going to quickly be able to scout that out, take down that probe. Down it goes, but now running head on into a couple Stalkers and 2 Void Rays in the air. Marines making short work of a pylon sitting over here, and now Siege tanks continuing to move up. I'm still waiting for some sort of weapons upgrade. No weapons upgrade, no armor upgrade. Both players just pretty much ignoring the upgrades altogether. Army-wise, we see Zenith sitting on 167 versus Kyle's 116. And taking a look at the army cost 4950 versus 2400, so that is definitely a large difference. Zenith also has more harvesters, but if the game continues to go long, Kyle will be able to take it much more easily. Oh, nice Psystorm coming into position. Zealot trying to take down one of those SCVs, and battlecruisers going to take down that one Zealot, that poor Zealot right there. Down it goes. And now that High Templar also going to be poof a piece of dust in the wind in just a moment. Wow, that Python taking so much damage. Stay tuned for part 3 of this replay between Zenith and Kyle here on Lost Temple.